Hey, I'm Brian, Slasher and Suits. What's going on, dudes? And today we're covering Halloween Kills, alternate ending. I'm going to be breaking down the ending and giving you 8 theories about what it means and what it means to Halloween Ends. Let me explain myself. So, this was the theatrical ending to Halloween Kills. It was just Michael killing Karen up in that room. And Laurie doesn't know that she died yet, right? She doesn't know anything until she picks up the phone and Michael answered. I've read a lot of comments like, well, what if Karen didn't die and it was just in Laurie's head and everything? But no, this puts it out there. No, Karen's dead. And actually, Laurie's calling her on the phone. What? Laurie's imagining her phone ringing and all that? No, it's really happening. It's not American Psycho like, oh, it's up for interpretation, the ending. And what? Michael's been locked up for like 40 years. How does he even know how to use an iPhone? I mean, he's no idiot. And they pretty much recreated the whole Michael Myers picking up a phone and Laurie being on the other end. Instead of communicating with words, he knows how to communicate with his breathing, and Laurie would get it because she remembers that phone call.
Laurie, what is it?
Then her face just drops, dude. Like, oh man, at that moment, she knows Michael got the best of Karen and her daughter is dead. Or Allison, right? She doesn't know who's alive, who's dead or not, right? She could have died. She don't know. Here's another theory. Even though it said unknown caller, right? Laurie's calling from the hospital. He has to know that's probably going to be Laurie on the other end because who else is left, right? He knows he broke Allison's leg and he killed the stepdad. He's no idiot. He was just out of their house.
I'm coming for you, Michael.
Say something.
See, Dr. Sartain would have been so thrilled. Michael communicated. He sent a message to somebody and they received it that it was Michael, right? That's the definition of communication. An exchange of ideas or news, and he gave Laurie news that Karen is dead by heavily breathing. See, Michael doesn't communicate in like a traditional fashion, like speaking, but he does stuff to communicate like, hey, I'm going to put a bunch of knives in this guy's back, so it's going to communicate that I'm serious about killing this dude. Speaking of that, right? He killed Karen, but he didn't do anything to her body yet. And that's a very special kill. He killed a young, attractive woman in the same room. He killed Judith in the same sort of way, stabbing all over. I mean, he was doing different things to all the different bodies, like sending messages all over the place, right? So maybe he does something to Karen's body, and we find out about it at the beginning of Halloween Ends. Right, that's still Judith's room. She's pretty much in the same position that Judith was, what, 45 years ago or something, and back in 1963. So if he wants to make a message like this is Judith, maybe he takes her top off or something. I would love that. Or here, check this theory out. Maybe he's going to dress up Karen like the Judith or Annie from 1978, right? He already killed the funeral director lady and has a hearse in her driveway. He might go pick up that Judith tombstone and do the whole thing he did with Danny, but with Karen. That would be pretty cool and a nice callback to 1978. So this means Laurie's on her way to go find Michael, right? That's her thing. And she needs a time jump because, man, she is still stapled up and pretty hurt. So heal up and then try to go Michael in the future. But it's very cool how they sort of like paused on that knife and everything, just like how they end of Halloween 2018. So maybe that knife is going to be the thing that actually kills Michael in the future. Another thing is just Michael just kills Karen. Here's the difference. Kills Karen and then continues to stare outside that window, but he's looking at his own reflection. So like they said, it's not like he's looking out, but looking in. Is that his ultimate goal, right? Like Lonnie said, like he kills, he creeps, he goes back home. Now he's home, so what? Is that the end? Like he's like, all right. Maybe he doesn't even move from that spot, right? He just, all right, I'm waiting for Laurie or waiting for something, or I'm just done with my mission. But now Laurie sort of gives him the heads up, like, oh man, she called me out by my name. Now everybody's going looking for me. Man, you have to have the FBI, the National Guard, everybody looking for your ass now because you killed about 40 something people that night. So I don't know, Michael, you better lay low for a couple of years. Laurie is the last Strode standing because all the Strodes got taken out one by one. See, because Allison put up a fight with Michael Myers, but she got her leg broke pretty bad, so she's gonna need a couple of years to like physical therapy. Karen is dead, and Laurie got all stapled up right now, so you can't go after Michael that same night, man. You gotta like recoup a bit and get in a fighting shape. The extended cut, the alternate ending, that's the version I'm going to be watching going forward. But all right, thanks everybody. I'll be making some more Halloween ends updates videos and theories and all sort of that fun stuff. So follow me on all the things, like and subscribe, and catch you dudes later. Later, dudes.